plan on getting them into the rotation ASAP. Hey, what's happening, y'all? It's your old pal, Mr. Butter, coming back at you again. Today I got a pair that I am really pumped about. I can't wait to get into them with y'all. It's a silhouette that I've never owned before. In fact, this silhouette hasn't been dropped since the year 2000. This is with one of my favorite collaborators of the year, and I think they look awesome. If you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then hit that subscribe button. Let's take a look at the Saucony Matrix by J-Tips. Alright, so this is a silhouette I've never owned before. Like I said, this hasn't been released for quite some time. The last time Saucony released the Matrix silhouette was in the year 2000, so it's going on 25 years now. These came on my radar whenever I was looking at some of the details about ComplexCon in Vegas this year. Of course, the main star of the show was the Travis Scott, the Cactus Jacks in the brown colorway. I was able to hit for those on the Travis Scott website, but they still haven't got here yet. It's probably still going to be a little while before I get my pair of those. There were two shoes being highlighted in ComplexCon of 2024 that really had my attention. Surprisingly enough, it wasn't really the Cactus Jacks. I'm excited to see them, but really what piqued my interest the most was the Nike Air Max 1000s, which are those 3D printed Air Maxes that are coming out, I think, sometime in 2025. But then the other pair that really had my attention was this J-Tips Saucony Matrix. I've really grown to love J-Tips designs. He's from the Bronx. He's got a very positive energy about him. If you've ever seen any interviews with him or any articles about him, he is just like a beacon of life and energy. He just brings all this color, and he just seems like a genuinely happy person, a genuinely positive person to be around. And that's exactly what I need more of. So I'm just loving his designs. I love bright colors. I know a lot of people don't. If you're not into really bright pops of color and really energetic designs, then J-Tips is probably not for you. You're probably better off sticking to Jound or Travis Scott, something like that, that only deals with browns and grays and blacks. As a huge fan of really bold and energetic designs, I just don't think it gets any better than J-Tips, especially what we've seen this year. I've already done a review of these Pro Grid Omni 9s. This, of course, is a J-Tips collaboration as well, and this might be a contender for my favorite sneaker of the year. And I know that might not be a popular opinion, but I just think these are that good. I love the colors on these. Every place you look is another little detail that you don't really notice until you inspect it a little bit closer. And they're just so full of life. I'm tired all the time, so I will take a little boost of energy anywhere I can get it. And this is definitely a design that gets me feeling energized and just pumped up for the day, if I'm being honest. But getting to the pair that you're all here to see, I was able to get this pair from the J-Tips website. I think it was an EQL raffle. I was really surprised that I was able to hit for them. I think they were $170 US. I think with shipping and that sort of thing, it came in right around 180, which I don't think is bad for getting such a unique and cool looking shoe. We see that we've got the J-Tips style all over this box. It's like a burgundy color. The shoes are called like Cranberry. I think that's what the color is. So this goes along with that color scheme of the shoes. But we've got the J-Tips globe on there, and it's got like a rainbow of colors. It's got his Savior branding on there with a crown on top of the globe. The front says made by J-Tips and Saucony. The bottom has that really colorful flower that he's known for. On the back of the box, we have some Savior branding, and again, it's got those little flowers all through that. And on the side of the box, it says no shoes in the house. I believe that is the theme of this release. I didn't really look deep into the meaning behind this. For the pair that I just showed you, the theme was to-do list, and that was supposed to be a shoe that you could put on for tackling anything you need to get done in the day. And this one, the theme is no shoes in the house. Here's a look at the tag. It says Matrix. The color is Cranberry. I went with a size 10 in these because I've never owned these, so I just went true to size. Like usual here at the channel, whenever I get a silhouette I haven't owned before, I like to throw them on feet so that I can tell you what I think about the sizing, and also so you can get a look at these. I think the broad release for this pair is going to be Friday, December the 6th. I believe they'll be available on the Saucony website as well as a bunch of other retailers and boutiques. And y'all didn't come here for my yapping. Have a look at these absolutely beautiful shoes.
I am loving these things.
One thing that has me really pumped about this pair as well is that last pair of the Pro Grid Omni 9 that I showed you. I didn't get those until it was getting into the fall season and that sort of thing, and I feel like it's a much more vibrant shoe than this season. Like, I'll wear those more in the spring and the summertime, so I haven't taken those off ice yet. This looks like it's a holiday themed shoe to me. And I knew that the color was that cranberry on the upper, but I didn't realize how much green was also on the shoe. And then little details like on that Saucony Creek, it's got this really cool pattern. I hope it's coming through on camera, but it might be hard to see. But it kind of reminds me of like snowflakes or tinsel, or even just like snow on the ground, and the way the light hits it and it kind of shimmers. I did a short of these, and I actually said how there's all kinds of little areas of the shoe that really sparkle whenever the light hits them just right. And it might be hard to see that through camera just because it's so overcast. It is cold out here, but thankfully I have heat like this to keep me warm. These do feature all those little J-tips touches like we've seen before. They've got that globe there on the tongue. They've got these really cool bubbles on the back that have his trademark flower. On the outside heel of the shoe, you can see some of his Savior branding as well. J-tips can take a silhouette that I've owned before and make it feel like something brand new. Well, in this instance, it's a silhouette I've never owned. I don't know if Saucony is going to start pushing these out again or not, but I just love getting something new, and especially something that has all these cool little design elements that J-tips always brings to the table. Looking at the outsole of the shoe, it looks like it's a mix of black rubber as well as a translucent green rubber, and I really like the way that looks. I think that touch of the carbon fiber there at the midfoot is such a neat element. We're familiar with seeing that on like Jordan 11s, Jordan 12s, that sort of thing, but to see it on a running shoe, I just think that's a cool touch. I don't know if it's real carbon fiber because it has this clear plastic coating over top of it, but I just think it's neat looking regardless. It does say Saucony across the front in that traction. Then it also says XT600, no idea what that is. As we come up to the midsole area of the shoe, you can see a little glimpse of that carbon fiber from the side as well, and you can see the green from that translucent rubber on the outsole does wrap up to the midsole, and I think that's a cool touch. Then we have this soft foam that's kind of like in a lavender color, and I think it's just the right amount of color to throw in with the rich colors on this upper. It just really adds a little bit of pop, and it kind of just freshens them up a little bit, if that makes any sense. But I really like the lines that we have on here, and I love the way that green translucent rubber as well as the carbon fiber looks from the side. As we get to the upper, the entire base of this shoe is like a really nice burgundy colored wool material. If you think of like Letterman varsity jackets or something like that, that's what this material reminds me of. But they called this color cranberry, and rightfully so. It really does just have that color of like cranberry sauce, but we see it here on the toe box and then on the side panels wrapping all the way back the shoe. Another little detail that I really like, and one of those elements that I was talking about that add a little bit of sparkle and a little bit of pop to the shoe, it's got this kind of translucent or transparent little line going across the side. Hopefully y'all can see that, but when it catches the light, it just really pops, and it looks like something simple. It doesn't look real bright and in your face or anything, but really as the light catches it, it's just another element that adds detail, and I'm just loving it. I think these are so good on so many levels. We have overlays on top of that cranberry wool material, and it's like a tan brown color. That's made of a really nice suede or a really nice nubuck. It feels as soft as could be. It's got a really short hair to it, but I think it complements the rest of the shoe beautifully. We've also got some little stitching kind of embroidered on, and that's in a white or an off-white color. And then another detail that I absolutely love is the piping that's going along these overlays. Hopefully you can see that, but it's in a tan color, and every overlay on this shoe has that cool tan piping going around that, and it's just another element that takes these to the next level. Here on the heel, you can see more of that suede, and it really does feel so nice and soft. I love the color as well. And again, we have some lines pressed into it, as well as that white stitching embroidered on. Again, we have that Savior branding in sort of like a purple color. And again, you can see that we have that tan piping going along that overlay, and I just think it looks phenomenal. Another thing while we're talking about this area, this is like an air bubble that has that flower kind of printed on it, and that's something I wasn't expecting, but I really like that touch. I think that's so cool looking. Looking at the sides, we have this Saucony emblem, which many of you probably know by now. It is to represent Saucony Creek. We have those 3 circles in the middle of that, and you can see a blue material inside of those. Again, I think that's a really nice pop of color that you might not expect on the shoe. And those 3 circles are to represent boulders in the middle of Saucony Creek. That S is in a really cool looking silver material, and I really just love the pattern that we have on there. I really like this piping that goes along the collar of the shoe and then all the way down the eye stay area. The lacing system in these kind of reminds me of like Jordan 14s or like Air Max 95s or something, because the lace loops are kind of hidden in there, and I think it gives these such a clean and unique look. But the piping going along all here is like a tannish brown color, and like I said, it goes all the way up around the collar. These came with brown or tan oval shaped laces already in the shoes, but they did give us a spare set of oval laces in that cranberry color. And then our tongue feels like it's a very nice soft mesh. It almost has like a honeycomb pattern on there, and it's in like a forest green color. It really does make these shoes seem like it's a shoe for the holidays. It just looks cozy, it looks comforting, and it looks like you'll be more comfortable whenever you put them on. So hopefully that's the case. I can't wait to get these on feet. On the left shoe, we have that Savior branding on the tongue, and on the right shoe, we have Saucony branding. We have a green sock liner on there, and I'm not sure if you can see it, but similar to the Pro Grid Omni 9, it says made by J Tips right inside the collar. On the left shoe, we have a lavender colored insole with the globe down on it. And on the right shoe, we have a lavender colored insole, and it says coming soon on that. So I'm not sure what that's referencing. All right, so that was a pretty quick look at these in hand. I love the way they came out. I love how unique they are, and I love that I don't have anything else in the collection that looks like this. Since it's a silhouette I've never worn before, I'm going to throw these on feet, give you a good look at them, and we can talk about sizing. I'll be right back. All right, so I've got them on feet. And just as I said, they look cozy, almost like a warm blanket or like a winter jacket on a cold day. They are cozy. They feel very nice. I am a true to size 10, but I have a wide foot. Going true to size in these are perfect. I would even recommend, if you like a really snug fit or you have a really narrow foot, then you might want to consider going a half size down. I have plenty of room in these, more room than what I have in most pairs when I go true to size. So if you really like that snug lockdown fit or you have really narrow feet, go a half size down. You'll be glad that you did. I love the style. I like the way that they feel. They really give you a lot of good support. It's not a real soft cushion. They feel kind of firm under feet, but it's very, very comfortable. It's a very smooth ride. I love all the different materials on here and all the colors, and I also love how the more you look, the more details jump out at you. That flower on the back is so cool looking too. Like I said, I think these are dropping worldwide on December the 6th. Let me know if this is a pair that y'all consider grabbing or if this is going to be a pass for you. There's a little bit of that top-down POV for you. I really just love getting something that feels brand new, like I haven't had it before. Absolutely love these things. And they're so comfortable. I plan on getting them into the rotation ASAP. Alright, well, I hope that was enough to give you a good look at these J-Tip Saucony Matrix in the Cranberry colorway. There was another color released, and I think it was light blue and pink, but that one may have just been a friends and family pair. I really like this colorway anyway, just because I feel like it goes perfectly with this Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year season that we're in. Let me know if you'll be going for these whenever they drop on Friday the 6th. Let me know what you think of them. Again, if you have a wide foot or you like a little bit of a roomy fit, I would go true to size. If you have a narrow foot and you want them to fit really snug, then go a half size down. I appreciate you all watching tremendously, and I will catch y'all on the next one. I'm out.